Hi guys, I hope you're really well. Now, of course, it's been a strange time this year, and one of the upsides has been a lot more people baking. So me and Hotpoint wanted to give you more useful, delicious recipes. We're gonna do the most amazing twister bread with sweet tomato pesto, mozzarella, tomatoes, olives, basil. It's the best thing ever. So let's do this. I've got 500 grams here of strong bread flour. Put a little pinch of salt to season the bread. And then here, I've got some tepid water, sort of lukewarm, because we want to wake up this sachet of yeast. So all of that can go in. And then use your spoon or your fork to mix this up until you really can't use it anymore. This way you won't get sticky hands. So simply just knead it in the bowl, left, right, up and down, and remove as much as possible off the sides of the bowl. Then we can go on to the board, a little dusting of flour like this. For me, kneading is just moving it. You can do it any way you like. I like to kind of push and pull and then kind of move it around. Do this for about 4 or 5 minutes until you have a really nice, smooth, elastic dough. And you know what? It's a really nice thing to do. It's quite therapeutic. Put some music on, relax, and enjoy it. So when you think it's nice and smooth and elastic like that, little olive oil, and then put our bread in the bowl so it doesn't stick, bit of oil on top, and then I put a wet cloth on top and let it prove for 1 hour. And then after an hour, here's one I made earlier, it'll double in size, look at that. Now it's much more malleable and stretchable, and that is perfect for making this beautiful stuffed bread. So a little bit of flour goes on a clean surface. Let your lovely dough just come out. Move it around in the flour. And then you can either stretch it or you can use a rolling pin. That's gonna knock it back at the same time and get rid of the excess gas. So look, we've got a nice big sheet like that. About the size of a tea towel. And then the question is what to put on here. You could use leftover vegetables, different cheeses. Really use your imagination, use your fantasy. So today what I'm gonna do is a lovely red pesto, and then just literally use your hand to rub it all over the bread, right up to the edge. From now, we wanna ramp up the flavor. So in that bowl, I wanna put some lovely extra virgin olive oil. Hit it up with some balsamic vinegar. Let's have a nice wodge of basil. And I've got some beautiful cherry tomatoes. And then last but not least, I've got the mozzarella and then a nice courgette. Finely slice the courgette, go straight into that lovely marinade. I'm gonna use 8 or 10 little black olives. Always buy the olives with pips in them. They're gonna be more fragrant, more juicy, more delicious. Now just use your hands and mix it up. And now sprinkle this over the top of this lovely piece of bread. Then last but not least, the mozzarella, which I love. That will be a beautiful tray baked pizza. But we're gonna go to the next level. We're gonna take this piece of dough and roll it up bit by bit by bit, and all of it gets trapped in the layers. And then do yourself a bunch of beautiful slices, some big, some small. Get yourself a good non-stick pan. Rub that with a tiny bit of oil. Start placing this inside. If there's a little break, don't stress it, because the yeast is still working. It's gonna prove and carry on filling out all of those gaps. And this is gonna be a big fat bundle of twister bread. It's gonna be phenomenal. Let it prove for half an hour to an hour until it's doubled in size. So look at that. That's been proving for about 45 minutes. You can see how pillowy it's got and soft. It's really expanded. That now goes in the oven at 190 degrees Celsius for about 35 minutes. I love to put it on the bottom of the oven, and then you get a really nice lift on it. And also, thanks to the multi-flow technology, the heat is really evenly distributed, so the bake will be perfect. The bread's had 35 minutes and this room smells incredible. Look at that. Golden, crispy, sizzling, delicious. So let that cool down for about 10 minutes and let's have a taste up. When you get in there, bring up a bit, tear it off. You just kind of get this gorgeous effect. And then you got the contrast between some really crispy bits, then some really spongy bits, and then a hit of that flavor and a hit of that flavor. I just love it. It's so good. So guys, I hope you like that. Give it a go, you will not regret it. And if you want to see any more great recipes from me and Hotpoint, simply go to hotpoint.co.uk and enjoy.